Hi everyone, namaste, and thank you so much for joining me for this distance healing circle. My name is Dharma Devi, and I would usually be broadcasting to you from Los Angeles, which is where I was expecting to be joining you from. But I'm actually in Palo Alto, California, and just yesterday got to see a beautiful talk by Swami Kriyananda, which maybe some of you were able to join me for, and staying here through Sunday, where he'll also be speaking in Palo Alto. So here I am, not beautiful surroundings, but still, nonetheless, it's great to be with you all. And I want to start by having a brief meditation together. Our topic for this week, usually we'll have a topic when we do these live broadcasts of the healing circles together. And they used to be once a week. Now I'm going to move those to once a month that we'll do the live broadcasts. But still every week on Thursday at 3:33 Pacific time, we'll get together, even if it's not broadcast live, just to send and receive healing energy. So let's go ahead and sit up straight and close our eyes, and just take a moment to get centered. And okay, I'm glad. Thank you, Lori, for letting me know that you can see and hear me. So again, sitting up straight, if your feet are flat on the floor or cross-legged, however you feel most comfortable. But try to be sure that your spine is nice and straight, your chin is parallel to the floor. Let's take a moment to call on the Masters, call on Divine Mother, on the Divine, in whatever form you feel most comfortable with, most close to. Whether that's your higher self, whether that's an abstract kind of form of God, or one of the saints, one of the masters. And try, if you are calling on the masters, try to visualize their eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and feel your connection with them at the point between the eyebrows, whatever form you're connecting with. Try to magnetize that energy, that spirit, at the point between the eyebrows, the spiritual eye, the point of Christ consciousness. Just focus on the breath for a few moments. Just relaxing, letting it flow naturally, not controlling it, but just observing. Observe the breath as it flows in and flows out. Your gaze at the point between the eyebrows is not strained or forced. Just a gentle upliftment, as if you're looking out at a distant mountain peak. Feel that with that gaze, that uplifted gaze, you're also uplifting your consciousness. You're magnetizing the energy all through your spine, your astral spine, where all the chakras are located, all the spiritual energy in the body. Feel that all of it is being drawn upward to the point between the eyebrows. Now let's practice a very simple technique to help relax the body. We'll inhale through, using a double breath in through the nose, and then we'll exhale, throwing the breath out through the mouth, and relax the body. So with the inhale, double breath, tense the whole body. Exhale through the mouth and relax completely. Let's do that a couple more times together. Inhale, tensing until you vibrate with energy. Throw the breath out and relax. One more time. And relax completely. Now let's practice another simple breathing or pranayama breath control, or you could say even the deeper translation is an energy control technique. So we're learning to control the energy in the body so that we can become greater, clearer channels for divine energy to flow through us. So what we'll do is we'll inhale. This is all through the nose. Inhale for a particular count. We'll hold for that same count and exhale for the same count. Now, if the count that I use is either too long or too short for you, feel free to go at your own pace, but just being sure that the count is even between the inhale, hold, and exhale. So let's practice at least a couple together. Inhale, hold, exhale. Inhale, hold, exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale, hold, exhale. And now again, allow the breath to flow naturally. When the breath wants to come in, let it come in. And when it wants to flow out, let it flow out. Since our topic for this week is wisdom, which connects so perfectly with the concept, with the attribute of concentration, I thought it would be nice to practice very briefly Yogananda's technique for concentration called the Hong Saw technique. And he said this was the most powerful technique of concentration. So if you haven't practiced it before, very simply, as you inhale, you'll mentally chant Hong, H-O-N-G, and as you exhale, you'll mentally chant Saw, S-A-U. And this is a Sanskrit mantra, a very powerful mantra that has been used for thousands of years. And a very rough translation is, I am spirit. So again, as the breath flows in, remember you're not controlling it. As the breath flows in, mentally chant Hong. As the breath flows out, mentally chanting Saw. Again, your gaze is uplifted, but try to feel the breath as it flows in through your nostrils. Try to feel the cool air flowing in as you chant Hong, and the warm air flowing out as you chant Saw. Let's practice silently for just maybe a minute or two. And if at any point your mind wanders, it's okay, just with non-judgment, with love, bring your attention back to the practice, back to the mantra, and back to the point between the eyebrows. Now let's release the practice of Hong Sa by exhaling through the mouth 3 times. Allow the breath again to just flow naturally. And now let's bring our attention to the heart center. This area Yogananda called our receiving station. He called the point between the eyebrows our broadcasting station. So you can think of the point between the eyebrows, that area where we send out our prayers for ourselves or for loved ones, for life situations, for world situations. And the heart is that area where we receive the response from the divine. We have to have both. We can't just pray to God, pray to the divine, and not listen, not be receptive for the answer. So we need to have focused minds, which we can do with the help of these techniques such as Hong Sa, to focus our concentration. And then we can broadcast out from that point. But then we have to be open and receptive in the heart to feel for intuitive guidance, to feel for the love of the divine that sustains us, that helps us to be more in tune with the divine will. So focusing at the heart, imagine there a lotus blossom and see it opening fully with its petals upturned. See that opening in the heart allows the flow of energy to flow more smoothly, more fully through the spine, up to the higher centers, and ultimately up to the point between the eyebrows. Feel this beautiful connection of offering love and devotion from the heart up through the spiritual eye, and then feeling again in the heart and offering a continual act of giving and receiving. And now bring to mind anyone you know who's in special need of healing energy, of body, mind, or soul. Maybe it's many people. Let's include in our circle all those who are joined together for this distance healing circle all around the world, whether it's live right at this moment or watching through the recording at whatever time, knowing that there's no boundaries of time or space. Those are just illusions. Feel that circle of joy, that interconnectedness with all life. Feel yourself as pure energy, pure light, and feel yourself merging into that infinite light, that sea, that ocean of light of our cosmic source, infinite power, infinite love, infinite joy, that we're all made up of. Feel yourself now a part of that. And not only a part of that, but that is all you really are. It's pure joy. Try to feel yourself merge into that consciousness of joy. And feel your connection with the divine, with each soul, each unique expression of that joy. And drawing into the circle all those who have requested healing energy through Ananda, through Reiki blessings, through each of our individual prayer lists. And now expanding that circle even farther, feel that we're now surrounding the earth and beaming love and peace and harmony to the planet, to all souls, all creatures on the planet. Try to visualize it vibrating with peace, with love and compassion. Seeing especially any areas of distress being bathed in a blanket of peace. And even if you don't see anything, just having that intention, holding the intention to be a channel for divine energy is plenty enough. Try to now especially draw on the attribute of the divine, of wisdom. Call on wisdom to come to each of us, and also especially to leaders of our countries, seeing them guided by divine wisdom, making good choices, choices that will help our planet, help us to move more fully into this age of higher consciousness. See that wisdom connecting fully with the energy of the heart, the higher energy of the heart, of unconditional love, divine love. And now let's bring our hands together in front of the heart. Let's offer Yogananda's prayer that he taught. And if you feel to, please pray along with me. And if you would rather, you can pray silently, or just using the words of your own heart. We'll close with the prayer, and then by offering 3 ohms, which you can again either chant out loud or silently as you feel to, sending out these blessings, these divine blessings out to all the world through the sound waves of Om, the cosmic vibration. So please pray with me. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, friend, beloved God, Thou art omnipresent. Thou art in all Thy children. Thou art in all these souls joined for our healing circle. Manifest Thy healing presence in all bodies, in all minds, and in all souls. Now rubbing the hands together vigorously, drawing in the energy from the heart. And now let's send it out, holding the hands out with 3 ohms. Om. 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 You can stay here, feeling for the energy in the palms of the hands, and trying to radiate that energy out. And when you're ready, drawing the hands back together, offering gratitude, bowing the head, releasing any feeling of I, any sense of ego, knowing that we're just acting as pure channels for Divine Mother, for this divine energy that flows through everything and everyone. Om, peace, Amen. And keeping that inward space I'm going to read to you from Swami Kriyananda's book, Affirmations for Self-Healing on Wisdom. He says, "We often hear the expression, sadder but wiser. This is the mark of worldly wisdom, which people equate with disillusionment. Indeed, worldly hopes sooner or later all end in disappointment, and sometimes in great sorrow. Worldly wisdom often wears the garb of sadness. Not so divine wisdom. On the spiritual path, the expression should be happier and wiser. For true human wisdom means recognizing at last the pathway out of delusion and toward the light of truth. Divine wisdom is omniscience itself. In such wisdom there is no shadow of sorrow, only bliss absolute, bliss infinite, bliss eternal." And now I'd ask you to please affirm out loud with me this beautiful affirmation on wisdom. As I learn the lessons that life teaches me, I grow toward ever greater joy and freedom. As I learn the lessons that life teaches me, I grow toward ever greater joy and freedom. And now, in a whisper, but with deep focus, still at the point between the eyebrows, broadcasting out this affirmation, as I learn the lessons that life teaches me, I grow toward ever greater joy and freedom. And now silently broadcasting to the superconscious mind, as I learn the lessons that life teaches me, I grow toward ever greater joy and freedom. As I learn the lessons that life teaches me, I grow toward ever greater joy and freedom. And if you feel to pray silently with me, I am grateful, Lord, for every test you send me. Each time I stumble, help me to learn. Each time my human weakness makes me fall, help me to grow stronger. May I realize behind every pain thy calm, reassuring wisdom. Om Shanti Shanti. Amen. And I thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed our healing circle, and feel free to chat with me. I'll stay online. If you're watching the live broadcast, I'll stay on for a little while afterwards. And thank you all. Namaste, and have a beautiful rest of your week. Blessings.